Well, hey everyone, welcome back to the cabin. You know what? I feel fall in the air. You know, especially after this summer and all of the blazing temperatures that we had. It's cooling off just a little bit, so that's going to make it nice where I can actually get more done other than running back and forth to the house, wiping off with a towel, changing clothes, and getting back to work. I tell you, it was really humid here this summer. Not only hot, but it was humid. Anyway, I got a couple of small projects that I'm going to do with you today. One of them is I've got a heavy-duty extension cord laying here on the porch that I can't use. Something happened to the female end, so I'm going to have to put a new end on it. So let's get busy. Well, I've got a board to work on right here. This is the cord that I was telling you about. The end on this side right here is not working. So I think what I'm going to have to do is cut this off right here on the end. Actually just cut through all of them. Now we'll strip that back just a little bit. Let's take this end off. One thing I've learned to do is that's never to hold anything in my hand, put pressure anymore, because it could slip and that end up in your hand. So that's the reason I got this board out here to work off of. And tell me you've never done that before. I know you have, because I have. Anyway, we'll put that little screw right there. There we go. Alright, how much do I need here? Strip these down just a little bit. There's 3. Now we will twist our ends here. Okay, so the first thing we want to do then, I suppose, is run this through there, like so. We'll snug that in place. Okay. Now, yeah, I kind of like this one because it's a little bit heavy duty, and some of my equipment pulls quite a bit, so I would prefer to have this. That way it's not heating up, getting hot, just to run the equipment. And then this one last one. Right there. And tighten down on that one. Okay. So that looks like that will work. But this will go back on it. See if we did a good job. Oh, son. I believe we might have got that. Tighten that down. Now, if this other end will plug in here. Well, no, that is not quite, because it doesn't have the big flared tip. So I need to go find one. See, right here is the trouble that I was having. This one right here, when you turn it sideways, is flared compared to that side. And it would not go in that other one. So, but it will go into this one. There we go. Well, okay, now that we've got that completed, I've got another small problem up here. The dogs are pushing the screen out on the front door. When people drive up, they want to stand there, they want to try to open the door themselves, and they're pushing on the screen and pushing it out. So I've got some thin boards left, and I've got an idea. So I'll meet you up at the cabin. Okay, so we've got to get this little rubber piece out, because they keep pushing on it. pushes the screen right out of the little rubber piece. Get that in there and started to get it to hold. Sometimes I can't do stuff with my left hand. How about you? It just doesn't want to work. It's handicapped. Yeah, I've done this a number of times, but they just get so excited when somebody comes up here that if they're in the cabin, they just start pushing on the door. I had some small boards left, so I got an idea on how I might be able to fix this up just a little bit. Well, this is actually working out quite nice, so that I was able to pull it back in again. You know, I think you can only do this so much, and your little rubber piece gets worn out, and so does your screen. You end up shoving a screwdriver through it. Well, I pre-measured the door, and I need to make these 35 inches long. So we'll do that right there. Get this marked and get it cut off. Alright, there's one. Square this one off. Get it cut off. Another one, and 35 on this one. Here's where they put their nose, right at about 24 inches. Let's see, how wide are these? 3s, 1.5 inches below that, which would put me right there. And then 22.5 would put me right there. So we'll go ahead and put this one in there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill a small hole. Right in the center, 3/4 inch back. Okay. All I have is some drywall screws, but they will work. This is just kind of like a nose guard, I guess you would call it, just to keep them from sticking their face through the screen door. Okay. Probably, I'm going to say right about there. Yeah, I kind of like that, so let's see where this measurement will be. Let's make it 3.5. Down from the top of this one. There's 3.5 right there. 3.5 over here. Alright. Yeah, this way they won't be able to push on the screen any. Okay. I believe I'm good to go right there, so I'm going to call it good. Let's go ahead and We want to be 3.5 inches again, which will put me right there. Get me a 1/2 inch mark right here. And we'll do the 3.5 over here. And then our 1/2 inch mark here as well. Okay. Right there and there. And there. We can come back just a hair bit. And that leaves me plenty of room right there too. Okay, we're going to call that good right there. One. Yeah. Well, friends, I hope that you enjoyed watching me do a couple of repairs here on the homestead. I'll tell you what, it seems like every day there's something like that. You know, I'm going to be running some gas lines into the cabin, especially one back there by the stove, to put some gas logs in, because I am getting older, and I know that one of these days I won't be able to be out here cutting and splitting firewood, so the gas logs will provide enough heat to heat the cabin. I was thinking when we first got that fireplace a couple of years ago, that's when I actually got Smokey. He was a little puppy. I could hold him in my hands like this, and there he is. He can hear what I'm saying. You know I'm talking about you, don't you there, buddy? Yeah. Anyway, click up here in the top right hand corner when we got the stove and when we got the puppy. I think that you'll enjoy it. Friends, thanks for watching. We really do appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you back up here at the cabin again next time.